Let's watch the bonus bits and pieces from it's a nice episode, which we can chat away with each other in the chat while we watch this. See you shortly. I'm filming a little bit of bonus stuff for you. I'm at Mirfield Station. There's loads of little fun tidbits here, so if you're able to, come and have a look. Not least to the branding. There's all sorts of Rail Alphabet 2 battles going on. They've used medium. They've also used bold. They've used something that isn't Rail Alphabet 2, as I think, as temporary signage while the station's in kind of limbo between now and January 27th. It's quite good from an accessibility perspective. You can get in and out from all sorts of directions. They've done quite a good job on permeability-ish. People, locals might shout at me who disagree, as you rightly should, because it's the first time to Mirfield Station, so what do I know? But there's lots of nice accessibility work that's gone on here. The track realignment, so you've got what are going to be 2 slow lines and then eventually 2 fast lines, I would guess is going to be the arrangement, because platform 3 over there will disappear. Bye-bye platform 3. Platform 3 over here will disappear. There's a nice double arrow behind my head. But also, yeah, this lift is not bad. I was thinking, as I came on the lift on the other side, I was like, what is, over this side, sorry, over there, I was like, what's the weird disconnect from the lifts at that side to the platform? And then, of course, made the realization, no, it's because it's not going to connect to platform. There's going to be no platform over that side. It'll just be the car park, the lift to access this single lift up that side, then one single lift shaft to get down onto the island platform, which is not bad. It makes some good sense. Of course, the point of that being, probably best explained on this corner, the point of that being that you get the fast alignment is on the outside, you get the nice sweeping fast line speeds going through. Let's go stand on the other side of the bridge. The very high electrification safe. Oh yeah, I didn't spot electrification here. I didn't see any passive provision out there actually. Anyway, I digress. My hand is in shot. It's fine, it's a bonus. Yeah, this side you can see the alignment is interesting that way because it kinks for the bridge. I wonder what the geometry actually will be at that point, and if there are plans to alter and correct it. It might be the case that actually I wonder if actually platform 3 will disappear to be replaced by the 1 track there, and this is a 3-track section. It might be a 3-track section. Huh. Yeah, one of you lovely bonus lot will be able to. I can get the plans up there. The TWAO will be around, and I think the plans are largely published. I don't actually have there's a 158 pulls off down here. Oh, here it is. Hello, 158. Yeah, 158. Anyway, that would make sense because I'm just looking at the geometry behind me and going, yeah, it looks suspiciously like the track alignment will come round through the bridge and tie into the bit down here. They'll have to get rid of that signal over there. But it'll come around and tie into the track here, and it would make for a 3-track railway. Is that what the plan is? It could be. And part of me is like, well, you're wasting a lovely 4-track capable alignment here. But actually, it would make, given what I can see of the geometry, that would make the most sense. I'm looking behind me in the same the other direction. You can sort of see let's tap here. You can sort of see that the new bit will tie into the existing track there. That could be what it is. But there's a blue plate down there that said, I think it said up main. So I don't know, yeah. I mean, it's obviously a mainline alignment down there. It's just what it'll tie into. It might be that this track nearest us just ends up, this one just ends up being made, this one here ends up being made out of use. That could be the way they do it. Anyway, shall we get the lift? Let's do it. We're going in the lift. Oh. No. There's no button. Oh, it's here. I'm trying to work out where the lift button is. Odd. Okay. So lift button on a stick next to it. As a 158 disappears. Yeah, can we see any evidence of electrification stuff? I guess if they're still doing all the track alignment work, there's nothing in the station. There's no masts in the station either. Makes me wonder, I guess they'll put in mono booms. I guess mono booms will go in. Yeah, I suppose so.
Doors closing.
Carport level, fine. Yeah, this is some like random bonus fun stuff that I'll throw in for the benefit of you lovely bonus people. And you get the benefit. Also, you notice I'm still using these work very nicely. There's a thing that I'm now using my old rig again, my hand rig that I haven't used for a while, because it means I can clip the receiver in the top. It's quite nice. Rude, you thought of everything. Doors opening. Yeah, here we are. Anyway, right, there we go. So yeah, you can see where they've just hacksawed the old sort of PTE platform away. Farewell, platform 3. It's one of the 2 locations where you can vaguely get near on foot the work going on at Ravensthorpe, you know, the Baker Viaduct work. I'm holding my tripod. It's another bit of bonus stuff that I thought I'd drop in for your benefit as I wonder about. Yeah, this location, this whole area is fascinating. Also, as you saw in the video that I posted earlier, or at the end of last week when I was doing a bit of scouting, all the closed paths around here, for the number of years that this is happening, I don't think it's acceptable. I think it's really lazy. I think we could have those paths open and we could be working around them. Anyway, my personal view, not the view of my employer. Yeah, look, also this funny like slipway, this greenway, the kind of green big puddle that I guess takes floodwater, although it doesn't look like it's had any water flowing through it for a long while. This whole area is fascinating. It's fascinating for its post-industrialness, which I love and find absolutely fascinating anyway. It's fascinating for the way that new communities are built up. Not that new, you know, decades old communities now. A very high Muslim population around here, and it's really interesting seeing how that manifests, and how choices that have been made in places with a different population makeup have been inflicted on this area. In a way, what's quite nice about TRU is that it absolutely will give some serious frequency to some of the stations through here that have otherwise been neglected. The ability to use this as a backbone for people moving back and forth from Mirfield to Huddersfield for work, or I don't know, Dewsbury up to, you know, basically the flexibility you get of having a much higher frequency. You know, TRU is not doing quite what we need along here, which is delivering a metro frequency railway, but it is going to massively improve the quality of the service along here. Step out of the way for a car so I don't get run flat, which is good. Anyway, lots of interesting things to see, lots of weird location scouting from my part that is time consuming. I'm now about to whiz over for my last 2 sort of non-York on location shots. I think I might skip some of the locations in York because I don't need to do them. We'll see what time it is when I finish up anyway. But yeah, I'm soon to be heading over to Church Fenton and Hambleton for the last bits of filming for this one. I think the reason I made an effort for this is because I think it's going to be another cornerstone, or I think it was a cornerstone episode. I don't know, your thoughts on a postcard, dear bonus viewers. I'm at Scalm Lane, which is a bit of a cheeky secret really on the railways. For those of you who don't know, this is a safe, you know, it's a level crossing. You have to, there's a gate here, like there's a lit gate. This is a walking route, but crucially, it's one of those where we have to build the railway all stupid because there's a level crossing here and it's canted. This is Selby diversion. As you can see vertically, it's like normally we would put these 2 tracks. Where can you see? Sorry. Normally we would put these 2 tracks sort of next to each other like that, rather than a big plane like that, because it uses wastes a lot of extra pointless ballast on the high side. But because of the level crossing, we've had to do it the other way, and look how silly it looks. Anyway, we're going to go through here.